That massive fire at a recycling plant here in Richmond, burning now for the third straight day. Fire crews actually changed their strategy today, going directly in the most dangerous hot zone to get directly to that fire. They've been tearing pieces apart, trying to add foam to the fire, and that's allowed them to be able to get it 90% extinguished. Here's what we can tell you from a briefing that happened today. We know that the fire chief says they're using heavy equipment like track hose and bulldozers to break up materials and apply foam to that fire, as I mentioned. The goal is to get this thing 98 to 99% out by either tonight or tomorrow morning. For the safety of fire crews, they have to scale back their operations at night. In an afternoon briefing, we learned samples taken at the fire site detected volatile organic compounds. They're also known as VOCs. They contain chemicals which can have short and long-term health effects, so officials know the smoke is toxic. The question is how much people are being exposed to, especially in the evacuation zone, and that of course depends on how much of those toxic chemicals traveled away from the fire, how long people have been exposed to them, and those test results are due back tomorrow.
Probably the worst thing you could do if you have debris in your yard, and again, this is for people who may have been downwind, where debris may have accumulated in your yard, the worst thing you could do would be to mow and break up that material and aerosolize it where you may inhale it.
And there he's referencing asbestos that was detected about a mile and a half away from the site. It was found in debris that was carried away from that fire site, and officials warning people not to break up that debris due to health risks it could cause. Now, we right now are at one of the churches where people can come. If their homes have been evacuated, they need somewhere to go. We've seen a steady flow of people here. It's not clear when officials might lift this evacuation order. They say their main focus right now is getting the fire out, hoping that smoke starts to settle, and then of course making sure it's safe before they allow people back into that evacuation zone about a half mile around where this fire occurred. We're live in Richmond tonight. Jatera McGee, WNWT News 5.